Yes, Massive and Crew back again with another video, and today's video is about going back onto that Amen chopping video that I did. Because I got a request from the man like Harry, and Harry Greenwood was saying that he didn't quite get how I got from sort of the break to you know, the process of chopping up. So I'm gonna sort of just go through, backtrack on that little bit, and just reiterate a bit so you can sort of get your head around that, mate. And also anyone else who are, because I've double checked the video and I was moving a little bit probably too quick in that part of the video, so I do apologize for that. And I'm going to break it down, you know, much easier for you. So yeah, so it's kind of late now. I've done a day's work, 21:24 p.m. and I'm running on little webcam at the moment, and basically this is my quick go-to setup now, so that I could quickly do videos, and it's taken me a little while to set up because I've literally, as you, for those of you who've been following my videos, I've upgraded my DAW and everything, and it all seems to be working okay. And this total mix here, which I've got on screen, which is the RME interface, to be fair, it's really tricky. I had to look at the video tutorial and I realized now how to get that all set up. So do let me know, you know, how it's sounding. Is the mic sounding okay? Could it do with a little tweak? Comment down below on that. You know, I've got a sort of a high frequency here, but I notice it brings in a little bit of hiss. That sounds a bit better in my headphones, so I'll probably go with that for the time being. Okay, so let's get into the video now. So I'm going to call up my Renoise, and I've got a little project I've been messing about with here, so let me just get a clear sheet, and I'm going to go into my break section and draw for an Amen. And this is going to be a real short sweet video. It's literally just going to show you how to do slicing in Renoise, and it's really easy. But I just need to break it down a little bit easier, so I'm going to find a nice something simple. Okay, so say we've got this here. So, but mind you, I went for that sort of original Amen brother in that video, didn't I? So let me see if I can find original Amen brother. Right, here we go. This will do me. Okay. Now, this is the stage that people were getting confused at, because I was rendering to phrase. But what you got to do here, yeah, is you see where this button is. You just literally just press that. That makes the slices. Now, when you play your keyboard, at the moment I can't hear anything on my keyboard, but if I press the octave down key, which is backslash on my number pad, and star, that will take. If you look here, you'll see when I press the star key, look, can you see that? It plays on the second octave. Now, this will just play everything normal, because what happens is it plays over. It plays on 2 octaves. This octave here will play the whole break on the keys, so you can play it like a keyboard. This is one of the things I like about Renoise. Now, if I hit the star key again, it starts to play the slices. And that's the point where you can grab these little bits here. Now, you don't have to do the bit where I right click from here now and go to create phrase. I'm going to show you another way to do it, not create phrase. Let me just get this right, man, because I'm throwing out tutorials here. Right, so let's say render slices to phrase. You don't need to do that step, right? What you can do now to create your phrase a lot easier, this is how I found it, because that phrase editor is great, but it's a little bit confusing for me. Comment down below, let me know if you have used the phrase editor and you're pretty you know, mustard with it. Okay, so what I'm doing here now is I'm just playing and I'm listening for these little pops. You must excuse me, guys. I'm using a regular webcam. I'm not using a high quality camera today. But it's all about the music, really. It's not about seeing me too tough. Right, so go to here, and all I'm doing is literally playing something, yeah. And then if I hear a little pop, I'm just clicking on it with the mouse and moving it slightly to the left, and that's all I'm doing. Now, you don't have to put this to phrase, yeah. You don't have to use the phrase sort of cut. And all I'm doing is going through this, yeah. And I'm clicking on everywhere where there's a transient. That's putting that into technical terms there. When I say transient, I mean anywhere where there's a little sort of, you must know what transient is by now if you're doing this sort of thing, but it's a peak. See this little, where it goes up high, then it goes down, then it goes up, then it goes down. Everywhere it goes up, that's a peak. That's a transient. And I'm just putting a line there, yeah. So it will play the beat in syllables, if you like. Now at this stage, you can try the phrase thing. It may work, it may not work. You can try right click. You can try slices, render slices to phrase. Now, at this stage now, hit the return key, the enter key. Sorry, the return key on your keypad. And that actually worked, yeah? Now, when you go back into here and you play a key, in theory, it should play it in time, but it may not, yeah? It may not. Okay, so it's not playing that in time, right? So what I suggest here now, if you want to do there is an easy version. You can try all sorts of mad stuff like what I get into, and that's like try expanding it. Let's see what you get. Hit the return key again. See, it's a little bit patchy if you listen to it. And I don't think that's in time. So I'd say louder. Let's get rid of this here, yeah? And then let's go into here and create your amen pattern from here, from scratch. Literally. And what I do is just put it in there key by key. Like D sharp, etc. And it's like a little jigsaw puzzle. Alright? And you just put it back together again how you want it. So you literally click there. And you can hear that's gone a bit funny. So I'll just literally move that up a piece. Alright, there we go. Bring it up. Bring it up. I'm just literally clicking on it and dragging it. See? And we're putting it back together. Alright, after F, G, F sharp, G. Right, let's see what that sounds like. There you go, look. See, we're putting it back together. So you don't have to do no fancy stuff. You know, no technical flim-flam. If you don't want to. Okay, so that sort of came in a bit later. I reckon that needs to be. Okay, let's not get technical. So there's a nice little amen pattern there, right? So let's get rid of this. And then, look at this now. Right, get rid of that. Delete. So at this stage now, I could just do that. Now I'm going to put this on sort of quarter bar. I believe third, fourth. I think it's fourth. Let's have a look. There you go. Right. So I've got that as an amen. Right. I can get that now. And now I can create a phrase with that. I can go track, create phrase. It was reading about potential ideas for renoise, and they're saying they're going to bring audio into it, which would probably be pretty cool. Comment down below, what features you want to see on renoise. You never know. They might watch this thread and say, yeah, let's try that. Okay, so now I've created a phrase. So now, what in theory, when I press that return key in here, now as you can see the phrase stops there, so we want to make this 10 rather than 40. Now you've made a phrase. So you don't have to make a phrase. Yeah, you can literally just reprogram from here. And if you wanted to from here, you could then render this to sample. So from here, you would render to sample, highlight that, render to sample. All this can be done in the demo version of Renoise, as far as I know. And there you have your sample, which you can then go to here, turn on your slices. You don't have to slice as much because when I used to sort of cut back in the day on the Akai, I never used to sort of chop the entire break up, you know, in the early days, and it used to give it a really good feel. So for example, bit of a lag there on my keyboard, probably because I've got latency. Oh gosh, look at that latency. I probably need to put that down to about 10. Let's see, reinitialize. I wonder if this can work while I'm working. Lovely. And then at this point we would give it, and then this would be, yeah, this is exactly how it used to run, right? And then we just get that again. Do some more bits of name in here, and so on and so on and so on. Right, let me try and make a little pattern up. And then you could just grab a piece from here. You could, you know, get something like this, copy it, chuck it down there, play it on the keyboard, give it some of that. Press the octave key down, by the way. Okay, that's offbeat. We don't want that offbeat. It's a bit mad offbeat. Roll that over again, keep the pattern rolling. One thing I miss on the on this is the Amiga used to sort of cancel out a beat when you press the keyboard. Instead, this time, what I find with Renoise is it makes another track, which is kind of annoying. Nice. So I'd love to see as a feature in the future, right, that it doesn't, that you can actually record over the top of something. So for example, if I get a snare for here, for example, and I give it, hold on. Yeah, I should be able to sort of snare along. But if I hit record now, look what happens. Oh, my bad. Right, turn on this. Now look what happens. It records another track. Now, in the old days, on the Amiga, it could only record one track. And what was beautiful about it, it actually added to the sound, because it would just look like this after I finished playing it. And this is what I miss. Does anyone know how to do this so that it will just record over the top? Because I'm telling you, this gives it a flavour. And I haven't seen this flavour before on Renoise, or seen this feature. Sorry, it's late, guys. Alright, I just did it, but still, it'd be nice to not have to do that all over again. So, guys, that's it. That's how you chop up an Amen beat on Renoise, or any break for that matter. I'm going to save this chop on Renoise. Don't forget, check out my website, sampleoids.co.uk. I hope you found this video useful. Please give it a big thumbs up. If I get 100 likes on this, I will show you more Amen chopping tricks. Take care. God bless. Peace.